made 12K profit.
So we're now tracking profitability for our clients, day to day, day over day profitability, week over week, month over month, essentially. You can see like what our true new customer cost per acquisition is, what our new customer AOV is, what our new customer MER is. Tracking nowadays is absolutely buns, bro. Like trash.
Little summary of what Mason and I just went over. Some stuff with the agency. We were going over like some client results, as well as he was showing me these new sheets that he built out for all of our clients, which is super, super cool. So shout out Mason for doing this, because this is low-key like goated. It's basically a profit tracking sheet on a day-to-day basis for every single client. So far, they've made 12K profit this month, and it's the 8th of the month right now. They made 12K profit. They're on track to do 52K profit, but realistically, like probably 60, considering we got Black Friday this month and stuff. But basically, it just tracks Meta's spend, Meta's ROAS, and then the MER, which is like the overall marketing metric to track. And then it tracks Shopify revenue coming from new customers, revenue coming from returning customers, but then ultimately shows like the daily profit. So we can look at this sheet and see, okay, this is the amount of profit we made this day, but our ROAS is low. So then we kind of know like, okay, tracking may not be the most accurate coming from Meta. So instead of basing changes we make to campaigns and ad sets and ads off of Meta's ROAS, let's make those changes based off of actual net profit from the day. So we're looking more at this metric than we are actually like Meta's ROAS, because Meta's tracking, just ultimately for anyone who's a freelance brand scaler, like general advice, Meta's tracking is not always the best, especially as you start to scale and you start putting, 500, 1,000, 700, 800, 900 bucks of spend into a campaign per day. The tracking isn't always all that accurate. So we're basing this off of profit and then kind of scaling based off of that profit. But it's also good to be able to look at these numbers of like what we're forecasted to do for the month, because then we can really communicate these numbers and like targets and goals with our clients.